Good evening and welcome to Monday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from the Bahamas. The Bahamas government says it has taken significant steps in securing the country's borders in light of the very serious situation in Haiti, where criminal gangs are attempting to overthrow the government of Prime Minister Dr. Ariel Henry. In a nationwide radio and television broadcast before his departure for Botswana, Prime Minister Philip Davis reminded nationals that armed gangs in Haiti have attacked critical infrastructure there, including the airport, adding there has been a collapse of law and order in many areas of the country, and a serious humanitarian crisis is unfolding. He said while he's aware of Bahamian people joining him in praying for the many innocent souls who are caught up in the terrible violence and suffering, unfortunately there are no simple or easy solutions for Haiti, and the country's disorder and instability pose a security challenge for the entire region. Davis said that in the Bahamas there is need to patrol thousands of square miles of water in order to protect the nation's borders, and that his government, since coming to office 2.5 years ago, has made significant investments in the Royal Bahamas Defense Force (RBDF). He said through these collaborative efforts, the Bahamas have successfully intercepted a number of vessels originating from Haiti. Davis recalled that at the Summit of Americas in June of 2022, at least 21 countries in the hemisphere signed an agreement that included a commitment to receive refugees. He added that Bahamians are compassionate people, but they simply cannot absorb additional burdens or security risk at home. Davis said that the crisis in Haiti is complex and multidimensional, saying while there have been some positive developments, formidable obstacles remain and the situation remains fluid. While in Trinidad, while many were preparing for errands on Sunday morning, the families of 5 men, including a police sergeant, were left in shock and grief after their loved ones were gunned down in Harvey Place, East Port of Spain. Police said officers of the Interagency Task Force (IATF) received a report of a shooting at Harvey Place around 10:55 a.m. and went to the area where they found the bodies of Rudolph Donny James, Randy Greaves, 32, and Sergeant Larry Phillips, 51. Two men identified as 51-year-old Pete Norey and Devon Jack, 43, were taken to the hospital by passers-by where they were declared dead. Residents said Norey was the CEO of a garbage collection company, Bart Pass Sanitation. Chaos reigned as a 44-year-old man was shot during the attack and a woman injured herself when she fell trying to run from the gunfire. Police have linked the killings to reprisals. Sources believe the intended target of the shooting may be a man who was implicated in the murder of 11-year-old Ezekiel Pereira in February. They said while the man was not in the immediate area at the time of the attack, the killings were intended to send a message. For hours after the bodies of the men were removed from the crime scene, investigators and senior police remained at the scene collecting evidence and surveying the general area. Police said Harvey Place was one part of the territory of the Seven Gang. The killings happened mere feet away from the constituency office of Port of Spain North / St. Anne's West MP Stewart. The men were among 10 people killed in 24 hours between Friday and Sunday. In the past, the U.S. Embassy has issued travel advisories warning travelers to avoid certain areas as a result of gang activities. Last November, several people in East Port of Spain and Laventel were killed owing to gang violence between the 6 and 7 gangs. Finally, news from the U.S. Virgin Islands. Police in the U.S. Virgin Islands VIPD are probing the suspicious circumstances surrounding the death of a 9-year-old girl on St. Thomas. According to reports on Saturday around 5 a.m., officers responded to a DOA in the area of Vitraco Mall. Emergency medical technicians on the scene concluded that a 9-year-old female did not have any vital signs. The cause of death is unknown at this time, pending an autopsy. The VIPD is actively investigating the suspicious circumstances surrounding the incident. It notes at this time they're unable to indicate if the case has been classified as a homicide, but it is being investigated as such. The VIPD added that it has conducted several interviews and has a person of interest. I'm Daisy Richards. Thank you for watching. Until next time.